Oh,
all right. Welcome to another Woods Family on the Go. We are reviewing the movie In the Lost Lands. Lenora picked this movie out. We always try to go to see different types of movies. Directed by Paul Anderson. I guess that's what they have in here. The cast is David Bautista. That's who you was trying to think of. The guy that was in Guardians of the
he was the
Galaxy.
one that liked the Asian lady. That was she was a what was her character? He liked her. He fell in love with her.
Yeah.
She had an Asian look.
Yeah, he was the big green guy.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy. And he's played in other stuff too. And then Mila Jovovich, she's been in a lot of stuff too. Resident Evil, that's where I remember her from.
Okay.
She the lady in Resident Evil.
Okay.
She was in the Fifth Element.
That's it.
Yeah.
I knew I saw her somewhere.
Yeah, she's in a lot of stuff.
She was the one that was Chris Tucker's character.
Yeah, that was protected or whatever. Or the other Bruce Willis was trying to protect.
Yes.
But yeah, I do remember. I remember her too. But mostly Resident Evil. That's what I remember her more for.
Okay.
Let's see. It says this movie. I'm trying to go back to the overview of this movie. In the Lost Lands, a witch travels to the Lost Lands in search of a magical power that allows a person to transform into a werewolf. They called him a shapeshifter, but it's really a werewolf. Mm-hmm. Somebody who could go from being human to being a big giant werewolf too. So, spoiler alert. So we always talk about the movie in case somebody want to see it or not.
This movie would have a lot of spoiler alerts.
First of all,
good to bad to ugly.
It was action, so Mama always gonna like action.
Well, her goal, to me,
yeah, the witch. Okay, so this futuristic world, this futuristic world is us destroying each other.
What is it?
Kind of like those Mad Max
that
movies,
kind of look,
where it's like chaos and anarchy, and there's some rule or something, and
the earth is just dirty.
But this one, they had religion kind of going back in history, where the church and the rulers were together, ruled together, and they had was against each other. Really, one wanted to be in power more than the other one, and when the people stopped really believing in the people, either gonna believe in one or the other. They either gonna believe in the church or they gonna believe in the king and the leader. In this particular one, they wasn't liking the
witch. They was trying to kill her because of being a witch.
Yeah, this is like back in those days with that Scarlet Letter, or where they used to hang witches.
Witchcraft, you would be hung or burnt or whatever.
And she really was a witch.
Yeah. Which make me laugh. Like anyone that is practicing witchcraft or actually is a witch,
right?
It's difference practicing witchcraft and being a witch.
So they was kind of trying to show like who's really the mean or evil people in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Because you could say either side is both of them. All of them are.
Yeah. The church, the people calling themselves the church, were meaner than the.
But they was trying to get rid of evil. Yeah. So were they really mean? See,
but they were mean to people, even trying to get the information.
Right. Slaves and all that stuff for people. So it's that type of movie where the queen at the time comes to the witch, and she wants to get power. She wants the power of that werewolf.
What did you call that? A shape.
Yeah, she wants to have that power. Mm-hmm. And then the guy who's like her sidekick, who's in love with her, he doesn't want her to have the power.
So he has he wants the witch to grant him to not give the queen her power.
Right. So he don't want her to have that shapeshifter thing.
But it was one comment that the witch said throughout the movie is she never back down, or she always
refuse.
She never refuses anyone's request.
Yeah, if you give her money or whatever, she'll accept.
She'll never refuse your request.
So the queen gives her money, her sidekick gives her money, everybody giving her money. Mm-hmm. It also shows the part with the guy with the Guardians of the Galaxy. They try to show that he's like a real tough guy too. And So he's beating up people on another side.
And I figured Mama would like that because Mama like pictures when they be fighting, beating each other up.
So he's the type of guy. He takes people to. He's a guide. He takes people to places, and helps them out or whatever.
Helps them get
there. So
the
witch hires him to take her to go get this shapeshifter, this werewolf. So they go through, they are battling that. They got to go through different places, different parts of the country to get there, and then it's weird looking monsters and evil things that they gotta fight and all this to get them. That weird sci-fi type of skeletons that look like they're fighters, half humans, half skeleton.
Yeah.
They gotta fight those, and they gotta fight the Catholic Church or whatever church that is.
That's coming after her because remember they tried to kill her.
Come after her.
She's a witch.
So they gotta fight them, and it's just all fighting throughout the whole thing. So then they finally get to the land of the whatever this is, the land of the lost.
And land of the lost.
He was telling her, the guy, the Guardians of the Galaxy guy was telling her, it's still time. We can still leave. We don't have to fight this thing, and you don't have to do this. And then she said, no, I have to, whatever. So then the full moon comes, and it ends up being him. He's the werewolf. But during the time when they was on the road, he had gotten stabbed or shot by a bullet. And he removed the bullet. It was a silver bullet. And passed out. And then she sewed him up. But she sewed it up. She knew he was the werewolf all the time.
But the queen
knew too.
The queen wanted to become like him. She wanted to be a shift. What is it?
Because he said he can only be with somebody that's like him, which is immortal, really.
Right.
And he said you're not that, and she said, but I can be that. So that's why she wanted her to. That
was her wish.
That Melon lady to help. Yeah. So then that was it, and then she ends up at the end. The people revolt
because they figured the witch is winning. They want to be on the side of the witch, other than the church people.
Yeah, and the queen, they don't like her.
Now, I was happy that over the church, the patriarch or whatever his position was a black guy.
They killed him too.
But of course, the black guy always gets killed.
Yeah. So everybody gets killed, really.
Oh, well.
So the ending of it was
spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. They make you think that the witch killed the werewolf, but she can't. He's immortal.
Right.
So she pretty much just took a chance that
they're just together then. Right?
That was his wish.
His wish was for them to be together.
She don't refuse anybody. So his wish came true too.
Yeah.
Because they both were, like he said, we're both two of the same.
Right.
You know, so immortally live. So not when they rode away on the horses, Kim said, "Oh, the witch and the werewolf."
The witch
and
the werewolf.
What a nice, interesting.
So it'll probably be another movie.
Title.
It'll probably be another movie with both of them together, killing people and evil. They
seem
like they on the good side, like they only kill bad people.
Yeah, because who's gonna take over the land where they chase
it'll probably be some
queen away.
It'll be some evil
guy that takes over that whole community.
And then he'll probably come after them or something stupid. It'll be something stupid.
Okay.
So that's the movie in a nutshell. Do you understand it, Ma?
Yeah.
Okay. On a scale from 1 to 5, is...
You kind of nodded off. I saw you.
No, I didn't.
You didn't nod off.
No, you could thinking I was, but I wasn't.
So your eyes wasn't closed?
Not at all.
Okay.
So on a scale from 1 to 5, 1 is disgusting. I wouldn't even send anybody to go see it. A blind man, a woman that died in the movie was blind.
You know what?
They did kill the woman that was blind.
Too. Anybody that was related, that was connected to the guy,
they killed her too, man.
Anybody connected to those two characters
was killed.
But then this is the church people doing it.
Yeah, it was stupid. But
it did remind me of some things though with the church.
Well, let's wait till you grade it.
Okay.
On 1, a 2 is it wasn't good, but I stayed because I paid for it. Number 3 is it was okay. Number 4 was it was good. Number 5 was I slapped your mama, my mama, and everybody's mama. On a scale from 1 to 5, what do you give in the lost lands or whatever it was?
In the lost lands.
In the lost lands.
Low 3.
What do you give it, Mom? I give it a 2.
2?
I only stayed because I paid for it. I just wanted to get to the ending of it.
Oh, I wouldn't have left.
Well, I paid for it.
Well, no, I wanted to see the end.
That's what I said. I wanted to see the ending.
So I wouldn't. 2 for me would be. I don't.
You don't even want to see the ending.
I don't like it at all. Yeah.
Well, that's a 1.
No, 1 is I walk out.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't even watch it.
Okay.
2, I like you're saying, I'll stay.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'll give it a high 2. I'll give it a high 2.
That's a good number. Grading it for a movie.
I wouldn't
makes
pay.
me rethink it again.
I would not pay money to see it again. That's something. This is something you can see on TV.
It was high 2.
I said a high 2.
So we're thinking what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because in the 3 category,
it's okay.
It's okay.
It's not a 3 to me.
So no, you're right.
It's a high 2.
It's a high 2.
I basically just wanted to see the ending.
Yeah.
And I paid for it.
Because the storyline,
I didn't want to waste no money.
My thing was the storyline to me. She really, really went out her way. Maybe because she knew that the Guardians of the Galaxy guy was him.
Yeah, she knew.
So,
yeah.
But she went out her way to grant this queen her wish.
She said she don't refuse anybody, so she had
went
to give
through
her.
Even fighting those demons.
She was able to give everybody what they wanted. Pretty much.
I was telling my sister, I said there was a book out that's called He Came to Set the Captives Free. And one of the guy had used a born-again believer who was a nurse to help a witch. She was actually a witch in real life to get free because she wanted to become a believer. She wanted to become, she wanted Jesus in her life. So they knew because of her position as a witch that it was going to be rough and tough to get her saved and to really be clear from whatever demonic forces that were always after her. And she said one of the things in the book she wrote, talking to the lady who didn't want to be a witch anymore, she said when the other witches, and it was only so many that would be with the demonic forces and Satan himself, she said they would fight each other.
Yeah.
They would fight amongst each other. So one of the areas where that witch went into was demons, or looking like skeleton looking demons. And when she had a gift of looking in their eyes.
Oh, like this witch.
She can look in their eyes and see, make things happen.
That's how this witch was.
This witch was. That's why when the people that were after her, the church people, they wore their glasses.
They didn't want her looking them in the eye.
She couldn't look in the eye. So she would see in their soul. She would see through them, and make them believe things or feel a certain way.
Like this witch.
Like this witch did. So, but I've had a co-worker who told me he was a good witch.
Well, that's people.
He was
who
a
are
good warlock. He was not a mean warlock.
Well, those are people who are victims. Probably they worship like the land.
That was our computer guy, our technical support guy. He was a male witch.
Yeah, they don't see themselves as like the devil witch.
Yeah, he said he wasn't mean.
They call themselves witches because they serve the planet and all that.
And they can see things and maybe there's a gift that they're using and operating, but not for the good of the Bible, but
whatever.
But that's how he felt.
But that was this one, so I can see this kind of, they trying to show like future, which is probably gonna be about right, because spiritual, like the people who think that they speaking for God or speaking for the Bible gonna end up running the
false
world.
Prophets and stuff.
So that was it. So is there any part of it you didn't get mine? Are you still?
Did you get it? Okay.
They stayed together, right? That was them.
Yeah, the witch and the werewolf.
That was the werewolf guy's wish, asking the witch. Because remember, the witch said, "I never refused."
You had to have a window down.
I understand the part where she thought she killed him.
No, she knew she didn't kill him. She knew that he wasn't gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh, but why did she do that?
Because she had to give him
because she had to give the queen his skin,
and she knew the queen, knowing it was him, would not take it.
Right. She knew that they was having an affair,
and she knew that the queen loved him and would not take on his fur to become like him.
Yeah. That's why the queen was crying over it.
Yeah, she was crying over the stuff. So that was it. Anything else?
It was just something how they had 2 main black characters in here.
Yeah.
In the movie, you rarely see that a lot.
Right.
But they got either killed or scared away. So I guess they didn't. But yeah, you're right. I'm rethinking the number. A high 2.
Yeah.
It was some parts where you
what
thought
about
you were
Ma?
going to
still
sleep.
Doing a 3? Ma.
Same thing.
A high 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a high 2.
In the land of the lost.
I wouldn't see it.
Go back to see it.
I wouldn't see it in a movie. I would it's not a bad movie you want to watch on Netflix or something.
We did spoiler alert already, so y'all already know.
People who don't care. If you don't care, we told you the ending. So
yeah.
All right, that was it. Anything else?
That was it.
All right, y'all. So that was another Woods Family on the Go. See you later.
We've done 3 today.